If British politics is pantomime, American politics is now straight-up EastEnders. A script so messy, so dramatic, so petty, it might as well have previously on rolling at the bottom of the screen. This week's plotline: Donald Trump versus Ilhan Omar. Somalia. Censure votes, assassinations, citizenship conspiracies. And yes, the infamous married her brother subplot that refuses to die, no matter how many fact-checkers shove a stake through it. Let's set the stage. Charlie Kirk, conservative commentator, gets assassinated in Utah, a national tragedy. Omar, never one to keep her tongue holstered, fires off a statement saying the people praising Kirk are full of shit. Now, whether you agree or disagree, that's a grenade lobbed right into the middle of a funeral procession. Republicans predictably smell blood. They try to censure her in the House, strip her of committee assignments, roll her through the public square. The censure fails by one vote. One. That's tighter than a soap opera cliffhanger cut to dramatic music. Enter Donald Trump. He doesn't just step into the drama, he body slams it through a table. On Truth Social he blasts, Ilhan Omar's country of Somalia is plagued by hunger, corruption, terrorism, piracy, and decades of civil war. That's not inaccurate. Somalia is struggling. But then he twists the knife. Wasn't she the one that married her brother in order to gain citizenship? What scum we have in our country, telling us what to do. Make America great again. There it is, the married her brother storyline, a claim that's been floating since 2016, a claim investigated and debunked repeatedly, no evidence, no paper trail, no court findings. But in the soap opera that is American politics, truth doesn't matter as much as narrative. And Trump knows a good narrative beats a good policy any day of the week. That's why he keeps recycling it, because in the reality TV arena, saying Omar married her brother isn't about proving it. It's about keeping her perpetually framed as foreign, suspect, scandalous. Now let's deal in facts. Omar became a US citizen in the year 2000. The man she married was her partner, later divorced. The brother marriage conspiracy? Rooted in dodgy internet speculation and political hit jobs. No official body has ever validated it, but like the best soap storylines, it lingers. It hangs over her character arc, ready to be resurrected whenever the plot needs juice. And Trump, he's the perfect scriptwriter for chaos TV. He takes real problems, Somalia's struggles, stitches them to unverified gossip, the brother claim, and wraps it all in insults like scum. It's Springer meets Fox News. You married your brother. No, I didn't. You're scum. You're xenophobic. Cue the audience booing, the producers cutting to commercial, and Omar rolling her eyes like a cast member who knows she's locked in for another season. But here's the thing. Omar isn't blameless in this circus. She plays her part. Her language is often sharp, scornful, deliberately provocative. She knows exactly how to make headlines, and she doesn't care if it makes her enemies froth at the mouth. In fact, she probably enjoys it. It fuels her brand. But here's the flame. Sometimes Omar looks less like a legislator and more like a contestant on a reality show who knows the cameras love drama. Yes, she has the right to criticize America. She's a US lawmaker. That's literally her job. But if you're going to throw grenades, don't be shocked when people duck for cover or fire back. Now step back and look at both sides. Trump weaponizes xenophobia and debunked conspiracies to rile his base. Omar weaponizes her righteous fury to rile hers. And the media? They put the popcorn on the table and count the clicks. Policy, forgotten. Facts, secondary. Governance, who cares? This isn't about improving America, it's about keeping the ratings high. And it works. Because America isn't running on oil anymore, it's running on outrage. The claim Omar married her brother is the perfect EastEnders plot device. Everyone knows it's been disproven, but the whisper keeps the drama alive. Just like Phil Mitchell never really dies, this storyline refuses to go away. Trump drags it out whenever he needs a villain. Omar swats it away like a tired actress, reading the same script for the 100th time, and the audience stays glued. Here's the danger, though. When politics becomes nothing but soap opera, truth takes a back seat. The more Omar is attacked with lies, the more her supporters dig in, dismiss all criticism as racism or xenophobia, even when some critiques, like maybe think about Somalia's mess before lecturing America, actually have a point. And the more Omar throws fire without filter, the more her critics scream for her censure, missing the opportunity to actually argue policy. Both sides inflame, no one persuades. So here's where the flames meet the facts. Somalia is in crisis. Trump wasn't wrong there. Omar should acknowledge that more openly because it's her heritage, and ignoring it gives her critics free ammo. Omar has the right to criticize America. That's her job as an elected official. Silencing her because she was born abroad is xenophobic trash. The married her brother claim, fabricated, full stop. If you repeat it without proof, you're selling lies. Trump's insults, authoritarian theatre. This isn't critique, it's smear. He knows it plays well on stage, even if it burns truth to ash. Omar's style? Bold, but sometimes reckless. You can't lob verbal grenades daily and still expect to be taken seriously as a policymaker. What we've got isn't debate. It's a messy, petty, binge-worthy reality show where both stars are playing for the camera. Trump plays the heel, Omar plays the fighter, and the crowd screams for blood. But here's our job. We don't clap for this nonsense. We don't pick red or blue jerseys and cheer. We hold the line on facts. We laugh at the theatre, roast the hypocrisy, and still say plainly, Somalia is a failed state. Omar is still a US Congresswoman. Trump is recycling lies. And American politics is running on scripts that wouldn't look out of place in Albert Square. Not left, not right, just real.